Okay, guys. I'm here to give my review for WrestleMania 23. So I only have 7 more of these videos to go. So hopefully I can get it done before WrestleMania 31 next Sunday. Anyway, WrestleMania 23. April the 1st, 2007 from Ford Field in Detroit, Michigan. This was the start of the whole WrestleMania in a football stadium tradition. So our opening match is the Money in the Bank ladder match. Our first 8-man Money in the Bank ladder match. It's Mr. Kennedy versus Jeff Hardy versus Matt Hardy versus King Booker versus CM Punk versus Finlay versus Edge versus Randy Orton. This is better than the match at WrestleMania 22. It's a 3-star ladder match. It's still not as good as the original, but it's not bad. At least you only had one person in Finlay who really, and possibly King Booker, who don't belong in ladder matches because of styles, but even they had some good spots in here. So, Mr. Kennedy, of course, won this Money in the Bank. However, I don't think he's counted as the Money in the Bank winner because the whole thing of he got injured and then Edge won the briefcase from him. So I guess that goes to explain how Edge walks in WrestleMania 24 undefeated at WrestleMania since he didn't win this match. I really don't know. I'm just guessing that that's what it is. But like I said, it's a 3-star match. Not bad. You know, it's an average match. It's good. Had some nice spots. RKO off ladder. There was a bookend off the ladder. There was Jeff Hardy's leg drop through Edge that broke a ladder. You know, so there were a lot of memorable spots in this ladder match. So, next match, Kane versus the Great Khali. I'd rather not really go into depth about this match. This match is 0 stars. It's bad. It didn't serve a purpose. You know, and it's just a bad, horrible match with a, you know, that I think Kane deserved better than this for WrestleMania 23. But there's no stars here. Next match, WWE United States Championship match. Chris Benoit or he who shall not be named versus MVP. 2 stars here. Good match. Benoit won with a diving headbutt, which was surprising. I mean, I knew he didn't win with a crossface, but going back and rewatching this, it's, you know, this is Benoit, of course, last WrestleMania because of what happened 2 months later, which I may never do a video on, so don't ask me to. I may never do a video on my thoughts of the Chris Benoit situation, but this was an okay match. It was a 2-star match. Wrong guy won, though. Should have been MVP. So, next match is a match that's placed really weird on the card. And that's the World Heavyweight Championship match. Batista versus Undertaker. I don't know why this match is in the middle of the card. I really don't. I can't tell you what WWE was thinking here. Because this match is going to be a very hard match to follow. So, at least with the match that was directly following it. Really good match. It's one of Taker's best streak matches. Really good match. Taker had his usual thing where he did an outside dive and all that from the top out of the ring. And Batista looked good here in his 3rd WrestleMania. Both men kicked out of a signature move. Taker kicked out of the Batista Bomb, and Batista kicked out of the Last Ride. Finish comes to the Tombstone, and Taker 10 years after winning the championship of WrestleMania 13, wins it again. And goes to 15-0 in his streak. So very good match. It's a 4-star match. I think some of the matches they had later in the year were a little bit better than this, though. But that's just my opinion. I'd have to rewatch my Survivor Series review to really see what I gave their Survivor Series at this year. But anyway, good match, 4 stars. So next, we have the ECW Originals, which is Rob Van Dam, Tommy Dreamer, the Sandman, and Sabu, taking on the New Breed. Elijah Burke, Marcus Corvon, Matt Striker, and Kevin Thorne. I don't know why this match was chosen to follow Undertaker and Batista. I honestly don't. I don't think any of these last 4 matches could have followed that match. So, I'm going to say that they probably should have main evented with that match, just because. It's not as bad as what they did last year, or it's not as bad as what they did with 24 or 25, but I'll get to that with those 2 reviews. But, anyway, this is an okay 8-man tag. It's a 1-star match. I think the New Breed should have won, though. I think the New Breed should have won, but that's just me. Still an okay match, 1 star. So then we get one of the things that this show is really centered around. In fact, it probably is what it was centered around. Probably should have main evented this show too. And that is the Battle of the Billionaires hair versus hair match. Bobby Lashley versus Umaga. Lashley is representing Donald Trump, and Umaga is representing Mr. Vince McMahon. Now, this is one of those foregone conclusion matches because no one in their right mind thought that Donald Trump would ever be shaving his head. So this is a foregone conclusion match. Stone Cold Steve Austin is the guest referee. This is a 3-star match. Finish comes when Austin stuns Umaga, and then Lashley hits the spear and beats Umaga for the 1, 2, 3. Vince tries to escape, but then they eventually get him in the chair and they shave his head. And then Austin stuns Donald Trump. And I give Trump props for taking the stunner. I do. I give him props for taking it. But it was still a match that had a foregone conclusion. But an okay match. So then we get the Lumberjill match for the WWE Women's Championship. Melina versus Ashley. Moving on. No stars. This is a bad WrestleMania match. This is why the whole Playboy problem probably needed to be phased out, because these matches aren't that good when they involve some of them. Because the Playboy cover girls for, from 22, 23, and 24, at the time that they were having their matches, were still really, really green in the ring. Candice in 2006, Ashley here, and then Maria the next year in 24. And you can tell that Ashley looks like she's a rookie here. She gets beat clean, and then for some reason overreacts and gets upset that she got beat with a clean roll-up. No stars. This match doesn't belong to be here, and it dang sure did not belong. It definitely did not even deserve its placement on the card. So then we get the main event: John Cena versus Shawn Michaels. 4-star match. Good match. I'm not going to deny it's not a good match. This is a good match. Cena wins by making Michaels tap out with the STF, but and all that. Good match, really good, and it's not the best match on here though. In terms of star rating, it's tied with Undertaker Batista. But Undertaker Batista, I think it's a slightly better match that had a better story behind it. But like I said, Michaels Cena is a good match. Michaels got a good match out of Cena, and that's really what it depends on Cena nowadays of his matches, is if he's got the right dance partner, can they make it good? And Michaels and Cena. Michaels was a good dance partner for Cena here. Now, granted, it was supposed to be him and Cena and Triple H in a rematch, but 4 stars. So out of a 40 total stars, we get 17. And just like 22, if you take out 2 matches, you have a much better show. You have a much better show if you take out 2 matches. And in this case, it's Kane and Khali and the Women's Championship matches, if you make the show better. So, it's just outside the 50% range, because it's only 3 stars away from being 50%, so it's a very high D+ again, just like 22 was. So the next WrestleMania review series will be uploaded tomorrow or Friday, whenever, and it's going to be WrestleMania 24. And when WWE made the wrong decision to put something on last and made another bad what went on last decision. But that'll be for the next review. So if you like the video, like button down there, subscribe button down there, and thank you for watching. Bye.